This is a ridiculous thing to buy. Hey, look at me, look at what I've done. Dale really did put my mind at ease. This is next level luxury. Let's talk about money. Hello you gorgeous people of the interwebs. I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Today I'm going to share with you what I got from the Lion, my big ticket Louis Vuitton birthday present that we bought in Paris. This is my second attempt at filming this video. I filmed it yesterday and it was about as smooth as the Louis Vuitton Murakami launch. Oh, controversial, topical. I was an absolute mess. I was a giddy mess, and that's because this was the first time I played with this thing since coming home from Paris, and I was overcome. We will get into all of the reasons why I was overcome with giddiness. Yeah. I'm hoping this is going to go a little bit smoother. So, bought my Louis Vuitton birthday present from the Lion in Paris when we went to visit Dale, when we went to meet up with Dale from Dale's Addiction, who was visiting Paris with her good friend Eileen. There's a lot to go into with this, but I am going to caveat this with, in my personal opinion, this is a ridiculous thing to buy. It's ridiculous. I can't use it all the time, and I still went ahead with it. It's something that has been on my wish list that I've not really shared with you guys for years, and I've been trying to pinpoint why it's been so important to me to get it. This is not what I wanted to see when we were in the boutique in Paris, hosted by the lovely Sammy, who really looked after us and plied us with pink champagne, showing us all of the beauteous things. What I wanted to look at was the Speedy Trunk 20, and they didn't have it. They didn't have it in stock, but that was the main thing that I wanted to look for. This was a kind of secondary look at, because I have talked myself out of it several times, but I had agreement from the Lion. Dale encouraged me, and I feel a lot happier, and really my little heart has it's full, and I'm standing up for this one because I need room to maneuver, because this birthday present is physically as well as figuratively and metaphorically and all of the other Lees massive. So I'm going to grab it, I'm going to show you, and then we're going to get into why I think it's ridiculous. God, my hair and everything looks so much nicer yesterday. Don't worry, I am booked in for an appointment to get my roots done. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. I'm still a little bit unready for this. Still a little disbelieving that I have this. A dream has been realised. My birthday present, from the Lion, is in this massive Louis Vuitton dust bag. Not in a box, left that behind in Paris. Again, I'll get into that. In this massive Louis Vuitton dust bag, you probably got an idea on what it is. You probably have already. Oh, but there are options, so it could be different colourway, it could be, you know, anything like that. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Introducing the most ridiculous luxury purchase I think I have ever made. It is the Louis Vuitton Horizon 55 hard-sided luggage, roller luggage. Ooh, let's look at some of the details. If you are new to my channel, then hiya, I am Gwenny and I love luxury in all of its glorious forms. And if you love luxury in all of its glorious forms, get down there, hit subscribe and ring my bell so you don't miss out on any of my luxury-based shenanigans. Show the videos you enjoy the thumbs up love. Go on, give them a like, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I've got an LV logo plaque there. You've got LV on the roller wheels. this top corner is stamped with the Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, and the luggage tag. Dale and I both opted for the Eiffel Tower, made of Louis Vuitton luggage, as our hot stamp for our luggage tags, because we're in Paris and you kind of have to. It's kind of the law. It's got a combination lock on it with a TSA option in case anyone needs to look into it for security reasons. Full zip all the way around. You've got your top carry handle, you've got your side carry handle, and then you've got the actual telescopic. The action on this is lovely. I had great fun in the boutique playing around with it. I'll get into pricing and stuff as well, because I did get some tax back from the duty-free shopping. But the reason that I think this is a most ridiculous purchase is because it's not, I'm just looking at my other handbags, it's not just another handbag, and they're never just another handbag. They all bring a huge amount of joy and love and excitement and all of those giddy things that luxury is supposed to give us. But it is not another handbag, so it is not something that I can just look at in the morning and go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which one do I want to switch in and out of? This is a ridiculous purchase because I can only use this if I'm travelling. But I've always had a dream, and I'm going to put this down because it's quite heavy to hold up. I've always had a dream, and it has been Louis Vuitton roller luggage with my Neverfull perched on top of it, strolling through the airport, strolling through the train station, strolling through anywhere travelling. It has always been that combination. It has been the dream combination for me. And I've been trying to work out why that has been such a dream for me. I know a lot of people would think that, you know, people buy these luxury items so they can show off. Hey, look at me, look at what I've done, look at what I've spent my money on, look at me, I've got so much money, I can spend it on all of this stuff and I don't even care. And that isn't it. It isn't it. All of these things, I've always been into these bags for the bags themselves. This particular dream isn't because I want people looking at me and marking me out at the airport or the train station as a soft touch or anything. It's deeper, it's in there. I used this on the way home from Paris, on the travel home from Paris. It was on the Eurostar. I had my Neverfull on it. I was wheeling it through the train station and I just felt amazing. Inside, I felt amazing. I just felt I've done it, whatever it is. I've done it, I've achieved it. I'm finding it very, very difficult to articulate. And this is the reason why I'm filming this a second time, because it was way worse yesterday when I was trying to articulate it. It's been in a dust bag, tucked away. It's hard to put it into words. It's in here. I've talked myself out of it so many times because it is ridiculous. And yet it has given me, just in the brief time that I've used it, so much joy. I cannot tell you. And the reassurance that I got from Dale was around practical things. There were practical things like every airline is different, so they've all got their different carry-on dimension rules. British Airways is who we fly with mostly. British Airways have got the most generous carry-on dimensions, but we want to fly with Emirates. And Emirates have got really, really restrictive, really small carry-on dimensions. And this isn't going to be taken off me and put in the hold. No way, Jose, that's not happening. This is going to stay with me. So one of the reasons I've always been a bit reticent about going for it, or worried about going for it, is having it taken off me at the point of check-in or you know, boarding a flight and having it thrown in the hold, because that would, whoo. Dale has travelled on Emirates with her Horizon 55 and she's not had any problems with it. They've not taken it off her, nothing like that at all. So that was quite reassuring. Also just the general usage. Dale has really enjoyed using it. It's not just it looks pretty, and yes, it's got the Louis Vuitton monogram canvas all over it, but it's actually a really usable piece. You've got the compartments inside. Dale really did put my mind at ease around the practicalities of using this for travel. So I bought it in Paris, used it on the travel back, wasn't going to be able to carry the big box and everything with it. It just came in a box. Now it's a standard huge Louis Vuitton box with a built-in handle. There wasn't any special Christmas packaging available for this particular piece. They didn't put it in the box and then put it in a massive bag. And in fact, the other thing I bought, which is going to be coming up fairly soon, my 4,000 subscriber celebration gift to self, was just handed over in the box. It wasn't even handed over in a bag. And when I did ask for a shopping bag, they gave me just a plain white bag instead of, you know, not even a Christmas packaging, but not even a Louis Vuitton branded bag. I'm not entirely sure why. Right, let's talk about money. This is an expensive bit of kit, not gonna lie, but it is considerably cheaper in Paris. This Horizon 55 in monogram canvas with just the vachetta, not special edition, not a Colour Mania or anything like that, is 2,570. Yes, I can hear that. I heard that out loud. It's a lot. In euros in Paris, it was 2,800 euros. At today's rates, 2,800 euros is 2,355 pounds. So it's already 200 Great British pounds cheaper buying it in Paris, but then I was able to get some duty-free tax back on that. The other thing I bought was nowhere near as expensive as this piece, and the combined tax back I got was £375.60. So it was a considerable saving. This was effectively £500 cheaper buying it in Paris than buying it in the UK, and I was just going to buy it in Harrods. I say I was going to buy it in Harrods. I kept talking myself out of buying it. So now I have what I consider to be the ultimate travel set, carry-on luggage travel set. I've got my Horizon 55 and I've got my Neverfull to wheel around on top of it. So I never told you that this was on my back of the brain wish list forever and ever and ever, because to me it was such a ridiculous thing to have on a wish list. Having said that, I did mention on a video towards the end of 2024, after being to Fashion File in New York and seeing a pre-loved Horizon 55 in Fashion File, that I had considered looking for a pre-loved, slightly bashed up, as long as the wheels and the telescopic handle and everything, as long as it worked and it was still functional, the zip worked and the lock and everything. If the canvas was a little bit scuffed up, a little bit here and there, then that's cool. I would just put travel stickers on it. Travel stickers all over it to show her journey, where she's been, the travels, the adventures we'd been on together. But when I did look for pre-loved Horizon 55s, they were basically the same kind of price as buying one new. And if you consider that it's cheaper to buy it in Paris in the first place, a lot of the pre-loved ones were actually more expensive than what I actually paid for it retail in Paris, especially with the tax back. Now, she is at the moment very super clean. There's a little bit of scratching on here. This is going to happen, and I have to embrace that. These are all signs of the travel. This is from the Eurostar, her maiden voyage. So I know that there will be little bumps and scrapes along the way, and eventually if I do get like a big scrape on the canvas or something, then I will put travel stickers on her, because she's not going anywhere. I don't see me selling this at any point, really. I just don't see that happening. I think she's a lifer. She's a forever piece. She's a lifer. She's going to be with me forever. But maybe there will be a day when she gets decorated with her own little travel stickers. A little bit like my normal suitcase that goes in the hold that I got at Debenhams for about 150 quid. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this particular piece. Do you consider something like this Louis Vuitton luggage to be a good sensible purchase in as far as any of these things is sensible? Or do you think this is next level silly spending the money on? For me, it feels like this is next level luxury. Not only have I got the pretty little handbags that I can play around with and dress up and everything, but to me this is like serious luxury, and I'd be interested to know if you would think the same, what your thoughts are on it, or if you even understand the mad ramblings of this person who is, I'm gonna say, way less giddy than she was yesterday. Breathe, Gwenny. Breathe. But still really, really giddy. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that the lion encouraged me, that Dale helped allay my fears about taking the plunge on this. And I've only used it once so far. But man, the feeling it gave me. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a love, show it the thumbs up love, and until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next video, please stay safe, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan-dabby-dozy, and bye-bye.